Look what I just went and picked. Aren't they beautiful? Our zinnias. I've got water in the bottom of it. I thought I'd make a couple of bouquets for the house. I didn't have many yellow zinnias this time. I had that one and maybe just one or two whites. But most of the time it's your red, orange, and purple that do well. I don't know why that is, but that is how it is. The yellows and the whites and the light pinks are scarce. I have one light pink. See how light it is compared to that one? But the reason it's so short is because it's so spindly out there and it's just not as big and plush as some of these others. But let's make us a bouquet or two. Okay, y'all, what I do is I went outside. You know, your zinnias, if you just put them in plain water like this, sometimes they fall over. So if you will put you a piece of boxwood or some kind of shrubbery in there, you don't have to put much, just some. It works like a frog. You know, like a flower frog, y'all, those old-timey flower frogs. And it helps to hold the zinnias up straight. Okay, now then, I'm going to pick some of this is a shorter little tea pitcher thing, so I'm going to pick some of the shorter zinnias to go in it. And I'm going to put it down beside it like this to see how high it's going to be, and that one's perfect. And I'm just going to stick it in. I've already put my water in here. All right, there's a kind of a, let's do this yellow. I think that's pretty. And I don't want to put too many in here, but you can sometimes, look at this one, how pretty this is. Look at that. That's the kind that's got petals all the way around it, where some of your zinnias are like this. They're different. They're single petaled, and then you got double petaled. Let's see if that one is too tall. No, it's just right. I think I'm going to cut this one off just a little bit. And here's something else y'all need to know about your bouquets. And I don't care if it's roses or whatever you've got. We need a purple in here. If you, let's say that you've had your bouquet in the water for 4 or 5 days. And it's still kind of looking good, but here's what you do. You take each one out and trim the end of it off where the water has messed it up, kind of a slant, and put it back in the water, and it will last. Sometimes these things will last 2 weeks if you'll do that. I'm gonna put one more. Here's a little short one. That one is a red, and look how, well, it's kind of reddish orange, isn't it? That's beautiful. Well, they're all gorgeous to me. I mean, they are. So I think this is enough in it. You don't want to overcrowd it, so that you can see each bloom. The only time you would want to overcrowd it is when you're not using any greenery and you're making like a dome shape and you're putting them like really close together like that. And you can do that in a little tiny vase that'll look real pretty. I had this flag left over from the 4th of July, which I think I'm going to put him in there, back in there. I had it in a little thing. I'm going to just stick that in, and I'm going to sit it over here on my table. Y'all come and let's see how it's going to look. I can get y'all up. I could have taken you to the Zinnia patch, but I didn't. All right, so here's my tablecloth, and this is the one that a follower sent me. It is so beautiful. Look at all the little work on every corner of it. Little needlework, and it's got needlework all around the sides. I just love it. It fits my table perfectly. I think it was meant for a little bit smaller table, because I think these things went on the corner, like right there, but that's okay. All right, so I'm going to move this over a little bit. This bowl was also a gift. I'm going to put our zinnias right there next to our eggplants and our apples. And what else have I got in there? Apples. Oh, tomatoes. There's a tomato down at the bottom. But anyway, so that, I think that looks good. And that's my bouquet, and that brightens your day. I love tablecloths, and I think that when our house is kind of clean, neat, it reduces stress. Now, it does. You can say what you want to. But when you got stuff laid around everywhere, I mean, the other day I cleaned out. I did. I said, I got too much little junkies. I got stuff in my closet I can't even wear. I keep thinking I'm going to lose some weight. I know I'm not going to lose any weight. So I just gave it away. Give it away. And so, anyway, if you'll just kind of straighten your house up a little bit, and don't get overwhelmed with it. Don't get overwhelmed. Just go to any place. Don't start cleaning out drawers now. Don't do that first. Just put everything back where it's supposed to go and get a load or two of clothes going. And then, after you have kind of gotten your house a little bit on the straight side, then you can clean out a closet, or then you can do something else. But don't start that first when you got stuff laid around everywhere. Go ahead and clean it up and then do the other. Now, I bought this little vase. I'm going to fix it. Let's fix it with some taller flowers. Right here, I bought this at the Christian Center no, I didn't. Let me think where I bought it. I bought it at Blue Goose. That's where I bought it. Or the antique shop. I bought it because it matched my door right there. That door. I designed that door and had somebody build it. It was fun doing it. Anyway, I thought this will be good. This blue in there, and I had it sitting on a cake plate, and I'm going to do the same thing now. We're going to put it right here, and we're going to sit y'all back in your seat, in your lazy boy. Are y'all little lazy boy? All right, I'm not going to put much greenery in here, but I am going to put a little. It's got a small hole, which is good. I'm going to pick this one, I think. It's kind of tall. I'll split it down. Let's see how this will work. I don't want too much, just enough to kind of hold it in place. Like that. Okay. Now, the tallest ones I've got in our bucket right here are these two. So I think I'll start with them. And here's what you need to know, and this is why these are taller than these. And this is important, so let me get you up here close where you can see something. When you're cutting a zinnia, if you don't cut them, they're going to quit blooming. I'm going to repeat that. If you don't cut them, they are going to quit blooming and you won't have any. If you cut them and make you a bunch of bouquets, you'll have them till frost, well, almost Christmas. And here's what you do. You've got your leaves right here, okay? And don't cut too long. In other words, look at your leaves, and the new plant, the new bloom will come out right down here on the next set of leaves. And there'll be a thing coming out here and a thing coming out here, like on your leaf down here. And it'll come out, and that's where two new blooms are coming up. So if you cut it, then this won't go to seed, and all the energy was going to make seeds. So if you cut it, it'll go to those new blooms you're fixing to have. I need to add some water in here because I know everything's not going to go that deep. Let me put a little more water. So y'all need to cut your zinnias, but cut them correctly. This thing holds a lot of water. It's going to be heavy. Now then, it wasn't even touching the water, was it? Now then, fluff it up. All right, take our two tallest ones. Here's one. Put it in the middle. Here's another tall one. See how that shrubbery kind of holds it in place? It could be any kind of shrubbery at all, whatever you wanted. But I am going to turn this one kind of catty-wonkered. Have y'all ever heard that word before? Somebody said the other day when I was doing a video, they said, Brenda uses such words I've never heard before. Catty-wonkered means it's crooked. If you say that picture on the wall is catty-wonkered, that's what it means. It is crooked, darling. Crooked, crooked. You need to straighten it up. Oh, goodness. I got a lot of short ones in here. I'm trying to use my tall ones in this one because it's a tall vase. Catty-wonkered. Catty-wonkered. All right, since I'm going to have company, I'm going to get a little bud vase, and I'm going to put 3 flowers in each bud vase, and I'm going to put it by their bed. And that's what I always do when I have company. It just makes that guest feel just a little bit more special. And they know that you love them because you went out there in that sun and picked zinnias for them. And so they're going to know that. And they're going to think, she loves me. And you know what? They'd be exactly right. They'd be exactly right. Let's put one red one in here. And we're going to go sit it back where we had it. I'm going to go sit it down, and then I'm going to come get you and take you out there and see what you think. Let me do it first, though, because this is heavy. I'll be right back. I'm going to sit it where we had it. I'm coming. I'm coming back. I've got something else I want to show y'all anyway. I've got something else I want to show you. I'll stick him back down in there. All right, come on. All right. Let me turn you around. Let's see. How do you turn this thing around? There we go. I think the screen is foggy. Let me wipe y'all off. There. All right, here's our bouquet right there. See how I've got my 2 cake plates to try to get my bouquet up just a little bit higher? Like that. Now, y'all might not like stuff like that, but I do. I like it. And this was what does this look like to y'all? I'm going to ask you, then I'll tell you what it is. Look at that. What does that look like? Does it look like a watermelon? That's because she told me it was a watermelon plant. And when she gave it to me, it didn't have but like maybe 5 leaves or something. So I repotted it and put it in here in my den, and this gets just filtered light's all it gets. But it's really pretty, isn't it? So I think our little arrangement looks good, and it looks refreshing. This is what I wanted to show y'all, though, is right here. These are artificial hydrangeas, but they're not a really bright blue, so they looked kind of real. So what I did, I don't really like artificial flowers, but I thought these were pretty. And I put them in water. And what I do is I go outside and I get some live greenery and stick down there in it. And people think they're real because I've got live greenery in it. Here's some of my rock collection right there. Aren't those pretty? That one looks like some kind of brownie, doesn't it? I love rocks. I love everything. I mean, life's good, isn't it? Life is good. Let's go back in here. And there's our kitchen one. Okay, I've got our 2 little, I said I was going to use 2 little vases. Here's what I got. I got this green bottle right here. To put one of them in. It's really pretty. And let me tell you what it says on it. Let me see if I can tell you what it says on it. P-O-I-S-O-N-O-U-S. poisonous. And you know why these things are on it? These ribs? So that people wouldn't pick up the wrong bottle and poison themselves. I collect poison bottles, and this is one of them, poisonous. All right, this bottle, I'm going to use it. Y'all know what this is? Did your big mama use it? My big mama used it a long time ago. Y'all know what came in here? Snuff. The kind where you pulled your lip out and put it down in there. This is an old snuff bottle, and isn't it beautiful? Won't it make a pretty vase? Let's put some water in it. This is going to be a real little bouquet. Let's put some water in our poison bottle. I've got well water. Flowers love well water. All right, we can't use much greenery in here, so I'm going to take this and I'm just going to pick just a little bit, just for a little extra. I don't even know if I can do that. The hole's too little. All right, we're not going to have greenery in this one. All right, let's put yellow. And remember, you can put it up beside your bottle like this to see if it's a good length, and it is. I'm going to cut this off. We're just going to have flowers in it. We're not going to have any greenery. There's not enough room. All right, let's give them a red one. You don't want this one to be the same height, and it's not. You want it to be different. And you always do things in odd numbers. So you can either have 1 flower, 3 flowers, or 5 flowers. So we're going to have 3. Let's see what other color we've got. Here's a really light pink. Let's put it in there. And push it down real low. Got 3 heights. There you go. That's going to go by one little bed back there, to let them know that they are special and that I'm glad that they're here. Aren't they pretty? Yeah, so if y'all find a bottle, you know, you need to feel of it and then read on it. And this one's poison, a poison bottle. That's to warn people in the night. Back then, they didn't have lights. So, you know, that's not got a screw on top. It's a, see there? So they had to feel at night to see what they were getting. And when they felt that, they knew, hey, that's not what I need to get. All right, here's another one. This one can go in like that. Maybe just a little shorter. There we go. All right, let's see what we can give them. This one may hold a little bit more because it's a bigger mouth on it. It won't work if we might need to put greenery in this one. I'm sorry, I scoot up and y'all can't see a thing. We put greenery in this one. Okay. Let's put 5 in here. Here's a little tiny one. That's one of those puny ones I was telling y'all about. He's kind of puny. Y'all use that word, don't you? I'm going to put them a big flower in there. I'll put it on the very top. So one's got a snuff bottle and one's got a poison bottle. And there's our 5. And look how beautiful it is. And we're going to go put them by their bed. That's what we're going to do. Love y'all. Take care. And next year when you plant your zinnias, remember what I said about cutting them. I had to cut it this low because the leaf right up under here, it had the 2 little things coming out like that where the new flowers were going to be. Now these right here, I'll put some on the dining room table or something. I don't know what I'm going to do with them. But here's the ones for beside the bed. And I need to dry it off good. I put everybody good clean sheets on their bed and good clean pillowcases. I use some of my pillowcases that have embroidery on them. They're beautiful. I bought them at some antique stores. I washed them good. They've got beautiful embroidery on them. Would y'all like to see the embroidery on them? Would you like to see the pillows I put on their bed? Let me get you out. All right, here we go. Okay, here's one little bedside table. And here's the pillowcase. Isn't that pretty? My mother did this one, though. I think it's gorgeous. It's got the little lace around it, the little cotton lace. Got their bed all fixed for them. They're ready to pop in tonight. I always have a little candy now, a little candy dish beside your guests, so they can have some little candy if they need it. And there's our little bouquet. There's my little wall of crosses. All right. So there's one. Now let's go to the other bedroom. Okay, there's the other pillowcases. This is a twin bed, so I've got two stacked on top of each other. It's got a bluebird and all that little work. Isn't that pretty? This one was given to me. And the bed's nice and clean and ready. All they got to do is just turn it back and get in. And here's their little flowers. This is a small end table. It's not very big, so I ain't got much room. That's why I picked the skinny one for this one right here. So there is the end table, and there's the little pillows. Got wrinkles on that thing. Let me stretch it out a little bit. Okay. And I've got that little bouquet over there. That's a little baby's breath, and it's some flowers that I dried. So anyway, y'all, plant you some zinnias, grow you some flowers. Remember how to correctly cut them and put them in your house. And straighten your house up today. You ain't got anything else to do because it's hot out there. You can't go outside and play. So get everything put in some drawers and sweep the floor a little bit. Love y'all. Bye-bye.